Play the ads so people can enter here without being harassed by them. Lep. Hey Zor, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Just press that button so I don't know if you're hearing me. In that case, let me... Oh, Baldur's Gate 2, 3. Oh, nice. Interesting. Then you got good timing because I just pressed the button and you managed to avoid the ads completely. Good job. Baldur's Gate 3 is fun. How are you? Are you playing with the advanced classes? I try messing a little bit. Oh, you're subbed. Nice, nice, nice. Even better. Thank you. Even better. Act 3, nice, nice, nice. We finished the Baldur's Gate 3 on stream once. Was me, Momochi, Norex, and Anu. It was a fun game. It was a fun game. I tried playing it solo, and I get to Act 3. But because I already finished the game, it kind of like... It feels a little bit like, I've already seen the ending. You know, that sort of thing. It's a little bit like that. But yeah, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. There are multiple ends because of Dark Urge. Yeah, my playthrough, I'm doing a Dark Urge playthrough on that one. I'll finish it eventually. It's just that they keep like they gave like the new classes, and I'm kind of using that file to test some of the new skills. You know that I am when it comes to like builds and skill trees, I am a mess. I am a mess. Dark Urge engine is badass. Nice, 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 nice. The only issue is that Baldur's Gate like eats up so much space on my PC. Good Urge. I think that's like the right way to play in the sense that you get the most story and drama out of it. Anyways, let me get started here. Hello everyone, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're all doing good. And yes. Like, there is no right way to play the game. When I say right way, I meant in like how to increase the value of the drama that you can achieve. So, everyone, today we are doing a very interesting commission. I am doing sprites for string avatars. You with Love in Deepspace Boys. My commissioner has been giving me fitting me then one at a time. So this is Raphael. We are doing this outfit. This is how I've done it so far. I've already got the idle pose ready. I think it's gonna look very nice on string avatars. The Dark Urge story is a bit different from Tav, aka Base. Huh. I see. And now we're doing walking cycles. Now we're doing walking cycles, which is like one of the hardest things to do. 3% of the people have the Dark Urge ending because people like being good and not evil. That is true. That is true. Like, the Dark Urge ending I think it goes like really hard. It's also kind of difficult, right? If you're gonna like go commit full evil. Because you already start with less party members, like, you don't get Gale. You cut his hand off at the beginning. Which is real dick move. Just the dickest of moves. Yeah, there are hirelings. That is true. That is true. That is absolutely true. That also reminds me that there was this one streamer that was pretty much doing an evil run by accident, which I thought was really funny. And you're like, how do you do evil run by accident? So that streamer is kind of well known for being a rather careless person. So the way that they managed to pull that off, if you go full evil Dark Urge, it makes the Orin fight easier? Really? Oh, because you're favored over her. You gain the favor of the god of murder or something. That is like a really edgy thing, by the way. The god of murder. 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 It's 1v1 interesting. Did I mention that I love when the English language kind of breaks down? And the R sounds become all guttural like that, like... It's really funny. Shouldn't do that too much though, or my dog is gonna start staring at me. She will judge me. Okay, so... I think this is a good... This is a good walk cycle. I can add the details now. I was working on this before. Am I satisfied with the arm movement? Kinda. I wanted one of the arms to have like the sassy hold. I thought it fitted with the character. I found like one walk animation in game of the character, and he was walking like this. So I'm like, okay, this is what we're doing. So yeah. The Dark Urge is a spawn of bound. Yeah, I got to that part. Like, it was kinda obvious once the concept was introduced to me. Because I never played any other Baldur's Gate before 3, right? So I didn't really know much about the world and the lore and etc. So I didn't really understand what Val cultists were until they were introduced. And after they were introduced, I'm like, ah, this is what we're doing. So this is what we're doing. And when it was revealed, I was like, oh, so it is exactly what I thought it was. I was like, we're either some sort of hellspawn, or it's or this is pretty much the god of murders doing. we're either a bounce spawn or like some sort of hell thing. The Dark Urge is the only origin character beside custom that is customizable. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool too. I think I think that I read somewhere that apparently the reason why it's customizable is because it is... the character is supposed to be like the protagonist from the first Baldur's Gate or something like that. And does make me wonder a lot about what the hell was happening in the first game. Why is Protega ball spawn? But if I am gonna to hazard a guess without actually playing the game, I'm gonna guess we were the escapee of the murder cult, which is absolutely a type of character. It is absolutely a trope. I read a few books that had that trope, actually. One of them turned out to be to be the only book I ever seen that managed to have a transphobe magical system. Which is... how do you do that? But they did. It's almost an impressive feat. I still love the Dark Urge ending. It's amazing. You know the full story of the Dark Urge. You need to reach Act 3 to get to Warring. Ah. Yeah. True. I got the I got like the realization. I didn't get to the part where Orin like reveals everything. Like, being a bounce spawn is actually kind of sad. It's actually kind of sad because it's like, here, have a magic mental illness. You're now my corrupt minion, you know? That feels extremely unfair. That's also why it's an evil god that needs to be stopped. Not gonna say anything about when you get to Arne's Dark Urge to reveal a lot of things about the character. I see. Thank you. I will get there someday. There we go. Possibly. Like, the game is very well written, so I am sure whatever's in store is a blast. Did I click on the wrong thing? I think I clicked on the wrong thing. Yeah, wrong layer. Yeah, I don't think I want this here. Although, okay, maybe I can make, maybe if I make it shorter, like this. Yeah, because it's like, there we go, there we go. I think this works. Yeah, exactly like this. Exactly like that. Hmm? Okay, perfect. So let's see. Okay, this one is looking weird. Probably shouldn't have done this. Yeah, it doesn't look natural at all. Much better, much better. Oh, just a second. Just a second, everyone. Lila decided that she wants to go out. So, quick BRB. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Lila is very... She's kind of bratty, not gonna lie. And she goes as she pleases. So I gotta make sure. Okay, I'm gonna use this color here to make it easier for me to draw. Because now I have to draw details. The details. Okay. Lurk anyway is gonna focus on BG3, but I do agree the story is well written. It is a good story. It is a really good game. Oh, chat, I am sorry to disappoint you, but today I have not actually seen any weird anime to talk about. I've been focusing mostly on a few that have been released that I've been having the most fun with. There was one that looked really promising. It was called Gachi something. But the problem with that one is that it just like stopped. It's like, wow, this anime is super cool. When does episode 3 come out? Episode 3? Hello? Episode 3? Where are you, episode 3? There is no episode 3 practically. And I am unsure I understand the reasons for that. I'm really not sure what happened there. It looks like one of those anime that's gonna get a bunch of delayed productions because of reasons. It started like really high budget too, so it does make me wonder. What could be the cause? Because honestly, it seemed pretty hype. Hey, Super Fudge, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing good today. How are you? Oh yeah, did I show this? I can do this now. I can reverse my... Until? It allows for some different movements. Quite appreciate them. Quite appreciate them. I'm doing good, I'm doing good, I'm doing good. I've been sick for a little while, which is why I haven't really streamed as much. For like a few weeks, right? But I'm good now. Thankfully, I'm feeling much better. Bovid? No, not Bovid. Honestly, I don't even know. I think it was like a stomach flu. One day I ate a little bit too much on a party. And next thing I know, Yeah, it was not pleasant. Yeah, but I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling good now. It was a little bit funny because I went to the hospital to get a good prescription medicine, a good medicine for the stomach flu, right? And the people there, like, just in case, they decided that I should like take some IV medicine, right? So, like, fair enough, it's pretty standard if you're in that particular situation that you can get a lot of dehydration, so taking the meds directly through IV is usually better. But my god, I got intern nurses. I got intern nurses, and they were trying to find the veins in my arm. And god, did they poke me so much. One lady, like, poked me. She couldn't, like, find the vessel, I think it's called in English. She couldn't find the proper vessel. So she just started dragging the needle around trying to find it inside me. And then she's like, oh my god, you're so pale. And I looked at her while she was doing that, like, yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why. Yeesh. But yeah, I'm okay now. I'm okay now. Like, lady, please. Hello, Lunatic. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Feeling much better. Hope you're doing good too. We are doing... Tired, exhausted? Aww. Well, come here. Hey, come here. Come here. Stay and rest for a while. And then go to sleep. Got busy at work, I imagine. Okay, this kinda doesn't make much sense now that I look at it. Okay, sure, technically he is kicking the cape, but still. I launched a website, was already for over a month, live today. Oh, congratulations, Lunatic! Hope everything went well. Ah, of course. Of course, of course. Yeah, it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. Yeah, there should be issues. And it's your job to fix them, I imagine. I stayed like 2 hours overtime, then also fixed more stuff when I got home. Oh no. Oof, 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 oof. Yeah, it's part of the job, right? It's part of the job. Did you manage to fix everything, or at least most of the stuff? Godspeed, Lunatic. Keep a lap pillow? Sure. You can rest here. It's no problem. Some stuff got fixed, but I have more stuff to do tomorrow. I see. Holy crap, good job, Sari. Oh, wow. Are you playing with Zor? Second time Baldur's Gate got mentioned today. Was it a coincidence? So it was a pure coincidence. Interesting. Are our friends? Nice. I'm playing as a rat with a gun. So slightly modded, I assume. There might be some slight mods here and there. I see, I see. That's fun. That's fun. Is it like just a tiny rat with a gun, or... Is Momo feeling okay? I saw her post. She's feeling better today. She's feeling better today. Basically, what happened was, despite my best efforts to help her, we had a lot of tech issues this month, and she had this one commission that she really wanted to finish on time. Right? So because of that, she decided to like grind really hard, and she grinded a little bit too hard, basically. Basically, she grinded a little bit too hard, so she got a lot of build-up fatigue from that. And she was getting like a bunch of headaches. I thought she was going to come down to with a flu. She like, her throat was a little bit sore and stuff like that. But today she woke up much better. She just needed a day. She needed a day off, essentially. She needed to have like a true day off without any pressures for her to feel better. So according to her, she's already feeling much better, which is good. So I think she might be able to stream tomorrow, right? We're still going through like a bunch of tech issues with her PC. Yeah, but we sorted most of them out, thankfully. The only one that's left is one that isn't so much. It kinda is a tech issue. Iba family almost back to full strength, indeed. We're almost there. We're almost there. The only thing that's in our way right now to everything returning to normal, full normalcy, is the goddamn router. That goddamn router. No, not the router, sorry. No break. No break. Because in the city where I live, the quality of the electric power provider is horrifying. It is just terrible. It is just terrible. They are the worst. The absolute worst, right? So we need... We need a no-break to make sure that our PC won't randomly fry. Because like the other day, right? The other day, well, I was working on my stuff with Momochi. Momochi was on her PC and I was on my PC. We only have one no-break working at the moment. Her no-break became too weak for her new PC, essentially. She didn't even get a new PC. She only got some parts upgraded, and that already made the no break that we are using was inappropriate to begin with. Sorry, and it just got worse. So we had to get a new one. But when the new one arrived, it arrived with issues. The first one, the status screen wouldn't even turn on, right? So then we exchanged it for another one, but the other one came with a faulty battery. And now we're waiting for our third one because we don't have stores, so we have to buy it online. And you buy it online means you gotta mail it back to the company, so they will try and get you a new one. So the third one should arrive soon. Hopefully. Third time's a charm, right, guys? Third time's a charm. Please let third time be a charm. Hopefully that will be good as done with that one. After that one arrives, it's gonna be fine. But yeah. That is currently the only thing. We got like this this little outlet thing that prevents the PC from being fried by random power currents, but it doesn't keep it turned on. So the way we've been doing things now is we're alternating who uses the little anti-short circuit power outlet and who uses the actual no break. So whoever's streaming that day uses the no break, and the other one gets the little power outlet thing and saves us more often. But we're gonna do it. And who knows, maybe we'll actually be able to do that collab. Although that collab feels like it was so cursed. Like, every time we talked about the collab, something bad, different happened. And it's like, oh my god, are we not supposed to? Are we not supposed to? I just wanted to play Deltarune. Am I particularly cursed? What is going on? Tell me, Toby Fox, tell me, what have I done wrong? Is it because I didn't buy it, the Undertale for the Switch? I just didn't feel the extras were worth my money, I'm sorry. The world isn't ready for a Kiva collab. Yeah, Momochi gets very nervous whenever she's doing collabs. Even if it's with me. It's kinda interesting. You may have noticed she doesn't do a whole lot of collabs on her channel. That is why. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Now, let me see. For anime that I've been watching this season, one that's very cute that I started watching is the hero that gets stunned easily and the 3 assassin princesses. There is a character that's like a dancer with like the hugest bazonka donkas in that one. It's kind of like, I don't know. So far it's been funny, but it's also one of those animes that like reuse that like the entire anime is basically one gag. And I'm a little bit worried when that one gag like runs out. Because I'm not entirely sure what the rest of the material will be. You know that kind of anime? Have you ever watched that kind of anime that like has only, that the whole anime is essentially one joke? Over and over? There are a few. There are a few who are like that. Some will extract like the maximum out of the joke to like the most ridiculous extreme degree possible. There was one that I think it was like Sakamoto-kun is Perfect, which is an anime about a guy who is just too perfect at everything he does to the point where it is just ridiculous. What is happening, what's on screen is just absolutely ridiculous. He's like, he's very, and the show kind of went exactly like this. Oh my god, this guy's too perfect. I'm gonna put him down a peg. Hello, I am Mr. Perfect. I do not understand why you dislike me. In fact, I'm not even acknowledging that you're disliking me, and I'm gonna do perfect things perfectly and foil all your attempts at making me look bad for some reason, and also I won't even understand that you're trying to do that. And then the guy's like, oh my god, he is perfect, but he is actually a cool guy? Incredible! I now like him. There was an entire anime that was that. And honestly, first episode hilarious. Would One Punch Man count too? Yes. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Essentially, it's a comedy anime. Essentially, it's the same joke over and over. One Punch Man is too strong. The anime mixes a lot of story, but at the end of the day, every other character's story, every other character's backstory, whatever the hell is happening with aliens, with monsters, and with society, it's all dressing for the one punch line that is One Punch Man punches things too hard and they die. But because he looks too plain, no one is able to realize his true potential, minus a few people who feel like they're the smartest person alive for figuring out that he is in fact strong, you know? Which is also kind of a joke in itself. Like, if you stop to think about it, on the second season, they even introduced a secondary joke in One Punch Man, if you stop to think about it, which was King, who was just a guy who was kinda in the right place at the right time to take the credit for Saitama, for everything that Saitama did. So it becomes so now there's a secondary joke of this guy that everyone thinks is amazing is actually a little dipshit that has no power whatsoever. That's the joke, laugh damn it. But like, the thing that One Punch Man like did really well was the Sakuga moment. It was every time Saitama appeared, it was extremely epic. There was a lot of like energy to it and made the joke more fun. Yeah, in a sense, the anime becomes about the side characters because the main character has no story. The main character only has a joke. There's no story coming from the main character, it's all about the side characters. Mumen Rider has the biggest heart of every other superhero and stuff like that. It's a very interesting anime. It's a very interesting anime. I haven't watched the second season in full, but I know that a lot of people kind of dropped the show because to then the Sakuga was what was carrying the show for the most part. And even if the story is technically interesting, it didn't really pull through for a lot of people. Saitama is kind of like a depressed Goku. Saitama really just is depressed Goku or middle-age crisis Goku. When all the chips are down. I wanted to be stronger because I thought I would have a lot of fun fighting strong opponents. But in the end, I became so strong. I have no one to challenge me and now I'm bored. I am suffering with success. That is Saitama. That is Saitama in a nutshell. Saitama is suffering with success. That is the joke. That is the joke. It is a little bit of a critic on the whole shonen formula. Because the characters are always like, I'm gonna be the very best, and no one ever was. Right? And that's like, cool. Then what? Like, I think it's very merciful that Ash never wins the freaking tournament until it's the very, very end. Because, like, the kid, like, had no other ambitions. So once he was done with that, what was he going to do? Was he going to just stop? It's like, okay, Pikachu, you go to a retirement home now, and I guess I'm gonna go work in accounting. Bye-bye. You know? Pikachu, this balance sheet doesn't match. We gotta fight Team IRS, Pikachu. And then he would lose because no one beats the IRS. But anyways. Go to the other regions, defeat that league, which he does anyway. That is true. That is true. That is true. Theoretically, yeah, I mean, theoretically, because of the leagues having different regions and stuff like that, they could just push that to ad nauseum, right? It can just be, okay, you beat this league, now go beat this league, and then you beat that league, and then you beat this league, and then you beat this league that doesn't really exist, that it's like in the... What was the name? You guys remember that one season that was between games that where the anime didn't have material, but they had to come up with something anyways? So they had like that one guy who was like Tracy or something who catches Pokemon. Ow. Hey Mamachi! Travel around with them, and they would go from island to island. I think it was something like the Orange Leagues or something, and he had a Lapras. My name is Tracy Sketch, and my dream is to make as many Gardevoirs fanarts as possible. Yeah, I think that was the guy. I think that was that character's dream, right? To draw as many Gardevoirs as possible. I think that was it, right? Wait, was it Tracy that joined in, or was it Snap that joined in, the Pokemon photographer? I think it was the Pokemon photographer. Or did he like have a few episodes and then he left entirely? Because that was a thing that happened a lot with the side characters. Don't write to me. I know, right? Sounds like a very admirable goal. Yeah, I think that's what he wanted in life. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. He just wanted to sketch the most beautiful Gardevoirs. That was his lifelong goal. I am sure. Man, old Pokemon was wild. Hey Asuka, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I'm gonna be the best Pokemon drawer that ever was, and then one day, all my art will be copyright claimed by Game Freak. I'm okay, how about you? I'm doing okay too, I'm doing okay too. By the way, this is interesting and slightly worrying, but did you know that if you have like a Pokemon OC, technically Game Freaks owns the rights to it? Did you know that that's the thing? I'm okay, how about you? I'm doing okay too, I'm doing okay too. Even the fun version of Pokemon Ninjika? Apparently yes. Apparently yes. So theoretically, Game Freak Zone owns a shitload of Gardevoir Pro. Not that it's canon, but technically that if they want to make the Gardevoir look like that, they literally can. And the person who is like the first guy to think about Gardevoir with Booba can't really stop them from doing so. I don't know how that works, but it's probably some legal jibba jabba, essentially. But yeah, Game Freaks indeed. Game Freaks indeed. More like Game Freaky. Game Freak. We got freaky, we do, Medina. How are you doing today? Also, guys, I am so sorry. I completely forgot about Scuff Day last month. I am gonna have to go out of town this weekend, so we won't be able to do the Scuff Day right away. I'll have to figure out when I'm able to actually make Scuff Day happen. Last ZP after I slept 10 hours, so pretty well, thank you. How are you doing? I'm doing good, I'm doing good. Is it Revenge of the Scuff? Scuff Day will happen, I just don't know when, probably not this week. But I'm thinking next week, I think we'll be able to. I hope so, maybe. We'll have to see. Why you do good when you can do much instead? Also, no worries, just set up a schedule that works for you. Yeah, I just, like, Father's Day is coming soon. So, Brazilian's Father's Day. I don't know if it's Father's Day for you guys as well. So, we're gonna have to set up a few things for that. The worst part about Father's Day... Guys, do you have this problem? Like, it's Father's Day and you, like, have no freaking clue what to give to your dad. Your Father's Day has already passed? I see. Oh, I got an idea. Oh! By the way, Medina, do you know this character? There's a small army emergency cooker combined with ranges you can buy here. It's dumb yet silly. Oh, nice. That sounds cool. I don't know who is it. This one is Raphael, if I'm not mistaken. He is one of the boys from Love and Deepspace. I got a commission from another streamer. She lurks. They. It's a variable. Variable pronouns. Lurk here from time to time. And basically I am doing this for being used in string elements. String avatars. So basically I'm gonna make a sprite sheet. Is what I'm doing here. Wait. Ah, okay. Okay, I almost did a terrible oopsie. This is the back leg. This is the back leg, this is the front leg. Oops. I almost fused them together, that would have been bad. But I didn't, so it's fine. I am trying a new system, basically, to try to get the animation a little bit better. Where I try to do like a simpler version without a lot of details. And then I add the details later on the frames. Because sometimes if you are just adding the details at the same time, it's easy to get lost. Particularly if like one motion isn't like moving, one part of the body isn't like moving properly. The details might hide it a little bit at first. And then when you have to fix it, it's like a whole can of worms. It becomes like very messy. Do, 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 do. God, this is another game that I really wish I could play with you guys. Xenogears is such a crazy game. It's such a crazy plot. Sounds reasonable, yeah. Also, you don't want to fix your stuff to spend lots of time drawing. Exactly. It's better to fix it while it's still in sketchy stage. Yeah, no. Oh. Right. Like this. There we are. There we go. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. Right, still 1 frame to go. 1 frame to go. Man, this game... Xenogears has a character that I really like. That has a subplot that I really hate. I have mixed feelings. It's one of those games that has a lot of mixed feelings. By the way, Medina, Nanami was safe. Sounds like a dumb combination. It is. It is a very silly combination. Nanami was safe this whole time. She faked her death so we could focus entirely on ending the war. And we managed to patch things up with Joey in the end. Like, her reasoning was the following. We remember how one of the prerequisites for the true ending was that I needed to react really fast when she was getting shot at. So basically, if you do that, she kind of goes like, uh-oh. He jumped in to try and help me. And that technically, if he's the leader of an army... Not surprised that regarding Joey that had to happen, kinda. Yeah, there were... God, the game kinda baits you so hard, though, to not get the good ending. Even at the end, the game is like trying to bait you into picking the wrong thing. It is quite a masterpiece, I gotta say. Because it's like, are you gonna stick to your guts to the end? Are you sure? Are you really, really sure? Now, I don't know if you want to watch the VOD, if you watch the VODs at all, and you wanna see what happens there, or if I can talk about it. About the ending. Or even if you're going to play the game yourself. That's also an alternative to see the ending. Makes sense though, since people... Yeah, that is a thing. That is a thing. Multiple endings in JRPGs was one way to get people to replay the game. That is absolutely true. Alright, alright. Man, like the game, the ending is so cool. I even toned it down on the jokes a little at the end because, like, I just have a lot of respect for the story. It moved me to tears when I was little. A very good sign of a great story. Indeed, indeed. Well, look at that animation. Just need to make sure this is compatible. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Here. Yeah. Okay, I think I see the issue. Yeah, no. Here, still like this. Yeah, no. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. But yeah, hope everyone's week has been doing good so far. Hope y'all are doing good. I am so happy. To have finished the game. You're good, that's good to hear. Doing good as well, just vibing for a bit. That is good, that is good. I am kind of curious. What if I did like... Yeah, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Hold up. Okay, I think this is good. Zero thoughts, only comfy, keep and chill. Ah. Okay. I think we're good. Where is the detail left? Here. Do, 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 do. Shoot in the dark. No, we shoot in the dark. There we go. There we go. We're almost done. All that is left is this thing in the back. It is very hard to see, but there is like this transparent thingy here in the back too. The other one, I think it's on the side. So, yeah. Did I do it right? Okay, there we go. Not sure why, but any transparent accessory is like, in my opinion. Really now? Interesting. In order to be slutty, all it needs to be is transparent. Makes sense, makes sense. I see, I see. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't have the expertise to tell you that, honestly. Surprise a mochi with a transparent top and see what ensues. I see, I see. But it is true, like, transparency is very nice. Transparency is very nice. Have you seen Alec from Nick's new outfit? Oh, I think I saw that. She is practically naked. She is practically naked, right? She is very naked. I think I saw that. That is peak transparency right there. Oh, a bikini. I don't think I've seen that. Hold up. Let me take a look. Bikini. Oh. I see. I see. That's very nice. That is a very nice bikini. I am looking respectfully, don't worry. Okay, there's just... yeah, just one little thing here to adjust. Okay, we gotten all the kinks out. Now let's see, what is the next on the list? We got walking, sitting down, sitting down, sitting down. New empty frame. Boom. Alec is very cute. Alec is very cute. That is absolutely true. So I'm thinking... okay, let's take this piece out here. Thank you, Super Fudge. Dorime takes the fight. Ah, there you go. Okay, so now let's edit this. Hooray for this kind of game. So now we put it around down here, I think. And now let me think. I want to make a sitting pose that's like with the legs crossed, right? So neck goes a bit here. We take the hips and we go a bit back here. Let me keep this detail out for now. Gonna put here. Gonna get this here. Give it a little bit more of a restful position, so to speak. Like this-ish. Yeah. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there already. To eat like this. This here too. Put the crotch thing back up front here. And do these and this and this and this. Okay. Return the detail to its rightful place. Add the little belt here. And now we make it a leg. Let's see, green area here. It is, I gotta go for now, doing some gaming stuff and then doing EP things. Thanks for the comfy time. And saving Nanami. Have a lovely stream, do amazing arts also. Alright, Medina, have a good one. See you soon. Bye-bye. Take care. So, let's see. Animes that I've been enjoying. I was talking about the anime that is enjoyable, but it has the possible danger of running out of steam because it essentially is the same gag over and over, which is the hero. The hero and the murderous princess. Basically, the whole plot hinges on this one hero who has, like, crippling social anxiety. It is unsure and unclear how he developed his very crippling social anxiety. But essentially, he is really, really bad at talking to girls. And if a girl even touches him, he he completely blacks out, right? And at the same time, he kinda is like One Punch Man. He is super OP and can destroy enemies with one hit. He is in fact so powerful that evil organizations at large have put his head for price. Because they realize what a threat he actually is. And that's where the main gag comes along. Basically, 3 different assassins. 2 of them technically are assassins. One of them is the Demon Lord's daughter. A little bit more involvement there, because as a good hero, his job is to defeat the Demon Lord at one point. And the Demon Lord knows that he is a threat. So he decides to send his daughter as a test to see how qualified how independent she has become. It's kind of weird the more I think about it, come to think of it. Because, like, she was raised to be very, very sheltered. But then out of the blue, Daddy Dearest is like, hey, I need you to go kill this very deadly enemy of mine. You have fun now, daughter. It's kind of weird, now that I think about it. But anyways, it's not a very deep show. It is not a very deep show. The key idea is that these 3 assassins are trying to kill the hero. The hero has social anxiety and just wants to do a good job heroing, essentially. But he can't get a party because he can't talk to nobody due to all his social anxiety. So the assassins quickly realize that he's gonna be too tough to beat if they go head on. So they decide to disguise themselves as adventurers and kill the hero. But all 3 of them, however, because they had the same idea at the same time, but they're not working together though. And that's where the main conflict of the story comes from. Each one of them is trying to kill the hero, but each one of them wants to be the one to kill the hero. They don't just want the hero dead, they want to be the one that kills the hero. Otherwise, they won't get their reward, or they won't get recognized by their father, or they won't get their jollies in. In case of the giant booby dancer, this is more of a... how do I put it? It's more of a fetish thing than anything. She's a very interesting character, to say the least. What is it called again? Let me get the full name, because it's one of those that has that weird name. Hero gets stunned in assassin princess. The stunned hero and the assassin princesses. That is the that is the show. That is the show. And like my dude is built. He is built like a brick wall, an armor. The man is buff, but has no self-esteem. So basically, he thinks he's got a party full of cuties, but they're all trying to murder him. But they're kind of falling for him too. Interesting art style. I'm feeling the character design. It is pretty good. It is pretty good. Even though technically one of them is just that one girl from Black Lagoon. Like straight up, she has a sniper rifle and she specializes in explosive magic, which means she just summons bombs. She just summons bombs. Hold up. Let me do this purple so I can actually see. I'm also gonna get a 15 crossed legs. Yeah, there we go. Let me get the reference so we can get to the... There it is, more or less the leg should be around this size. And over here, we can, if we want to, lower this a little bit. Maybe. Like this. Wow. I'm hearing doggos go wild outside. But yeah, the characters are actually pretty cute. Animation wise, the budget is definitely a thing. The budget could be better. The budget could absolutely be better. Okay, I think this is a good cross leg. But overall, I like the show a lot. It has a lot of heart at the end of the day. However, I am getting the feeling that the characters kind of already have fallen for the hero. Which does beg the question, why are you still trying to kill him? You're clearly in love with him. What is happening? At the very least, you guys clearly care for him. If you haven't fallen in love, at least you clearly care for him. So, maybe knock off trying to kill him, please. But I guess it's kind of like a tsundere kind of thing, so... I think it's gonna take a while for the girls to actually realize that they fallen for the hero for reals. But it's cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's been an enjoyable watch. The guy doing it doesn't even care. It is absolutely it's absolutely set in like Dragon Quest 3. The characters, the design of the classes, so to speak, is straight up lifted from Dragon Quest 3. It is like a Dragon Quest 3 parody, sorta. But if you don't care about that stuff, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It's a fun time. It's a fun show to watch. It all comes down to butt capes. Hold up. Ooh. Yep. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. Merge down. And we go here. So that one is pretty fun. That one is pretty fun. Been enjoying that a lot. There is one that I've been watching a little bit more cautiously because I don't know. Like, when it comes down to isekai, I am like very guarded. I am very guarded. I've been disappointed by them too much. And this one isn't particularly trying to do anything new or impressive. It's just a gag that basically the main character is ugly. You know how usually in isekai you're kind of like you kind of reincarnate as a perfect version of yourself a lot of the time. So basically, it's a story about this salesman who was not very attractive, very conventionally attractive, but he was like a hard worker and he and he is like gives life advice to people. He is generally a nice guy, actually nice guy. But one fateful day, while he is driving his train home, the train home, he gets accused of groping a teenage girl. A teenage girl accuses him of groping him. And instead of defending himself properly, he kind of panics. And immediately drops a shitload of arrogance he went to buy on the floor. And and he feels like everyone is judging him. So he ends up admitting to the crime instead of like trying to defend himself, and kind of ruins his own life because of that. Because he was like, oh, I am too ugly, people won't believe me. But he kind of like didn't try either. So that story like rubs me the wrong way in an interesting way, because it feels like, bro, you didn't even try. You didn't even try. What the hell? I know. People judge based on appearances a lot, and maybe you live it through your whole life, but I don't know, man. You really should have not pledged guilty. Because, like, you lost your job, and it's like, what the company is gonna do? You said you did it. If you said you did it, what's the company supposed to do? Not believe you? So he kind of screwed himself up a little bit. Became a NEET because of it. Became a Redditor. And one day he hears a tale that it is possible to go to another world if you do like this little ritual. So he tries the little ritual out, and in his computer screen appears a screen for stat distribution for what he's gonna be like in his other world. So it has the stat screen pulls up, it has the stat screen of who they currently are, and they can like assign points to themselves and stuff like that. And because the guy wasn't truly believing what was happening, he tries to assign debuffs to himself instead of assigning buffs. He tries to assign disadvantages, and when he assigns a disadvantage, he discovers that his points go up. So it's basically that, I don't know if you ever played, there are some RPGs where you can get disadvantages in order to gain extra powers. So, like, those aren't good ways to balance your game, by the way. This is usually where you get like really weird things, like you get a character in a wheelchair that can fly because the player chose to put him in a wheelchair, and it's like, that's balancing hell waiting to happen. That's all kinds of hells waiting to happen, actually. So so the first thing he does is he completely destroy his wrist. He likes put himself to minus 1,000 riz for his appearance. He gains like a lot of status points doing that. So he starts like going wild with it. Just, you know, for lols, he is still not really buying it. Then he decides to push the system to the limit and like puts like a disadvantage that if he gets touched by a girl, he explodes. He takes 10% HP damage. If he tries to have sex with someone, he will instantly die. And then he just starts getting a ton of points, a ton of different, a ton of extra status points. Yeah, like, dude goes wild. Dude goes wild. But, and this is what makes me cautious about this anime. Because this anime did something that I thought was genius. Absolutely brilliant. And then immediately took it back. Because you see, after he was done completely fucking himself up in his new life, right? He was going to choose how he was going to distribute his massive status that he earned through putting disadvantages on himself. But there was a time limit, and his time was up. So he didn't manage to distribute any status points at all. So the guy literally starts with all the disadvantages and no benefit. And at that point, I was intrigued. I was honestly intrigued. Like an isekai story where instead of the character starting out with all kinds of ungodly OP power, he fucks around and accidentally becomes like the weakest person in the world, weakest, ugliest person in the world. But because he's the protagonist, he's still gonna have to find a way to succeed and not die immediately. Now I'm intrigued. Now I wanna see where the story goes, right? And I had like, and at that point I like had high hopes, which is a mistake. This is an isekai. So anyways, he gets teleported to like this cabin in the other world, and there are other people there. Apparently there were more people who paid attention to the rumors, and they're all isekaiers, right? Each of them picked up like different benefits. Meanwhile, the dude only picked bad stuff. He put a quirk for himself where he is always poor. He can only take 1/10 of any money he finds, so money literally evaporates when he touches it. So he can't even touch money either, right? So I'm like, okay, this is interesting, this is very interesting. The first battle starts, and he is incredibly weak. He is incredibly weak. He has no stats. He has 5 points in every stat. So he does that, Super Fudge. He actually does that because he's not alone. Thankfully, he's not alone, so he can do that. That is what happens. He kind of does it in a weird way though, because he doesn't want to reveal that he put all these negative stats on himself to the other people, which like, I guess it's fair because theoretically they are all technically strangers to each other. So maybe don't go blind trusting people could be a good idea. It's good to be careful, right? So he just seemed really generous to other? Exactly, he does. Actually, yes, exactly. That's exactly how he comes across. He comes across very humble. He's like, oh, I don't feel comfortable carrying money around. You keep it. And again, the thing is, he is technically kind of a nice guy. And, like, actually written as a nice guy, which is another thing that gets me pissed off with these isekai every so often. There's a lot of isekais that suffer from the, but it's cool when I do it. I don't know if you ever came across any one of those. Usually, these isekais that have the but it's cool when I do it will usually have slavery to them in their plot, where it's like, yeah, and the slavers are all really bad, so I rescued these girls from the slavers, and now they're my slaves, and I'm a really nice master to them, and all that kind of stuff. So this isn't one of them, thankfully. This isn't one of them. Guy is written to be a genuinely good person. Albeit a little bit overly cautious about people around him. But that was a backstory and a half. Basically, the reason the girl in the train accused him falsely was because she was a teenager and she thought that all ugly guys did this sort of thing, so she was like kind of being a Twitter activist. Which is almost believable. At any rate. So, and I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be interesting because the hero is at an actual disadvantage now. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna use his guile? He's gonna use, because he was like a salesman in a past life. Maybe he's gonna do something with it, right? Bye-bye, Lunatic! Thank you very much for joining us today. Go have nice ninis. Okay, thank you. So I was expecting more. So basically what happens is, in the first 5 minutes, he is lagging behind. He can't really do much. One of the girls is annoyed at him a little bit because he is like really weak. And it's like, what were we doing? Everyone like got superpowers. What the hell? But then he manages to kill a single goblin. Kinda less hits it. And in the level up screen, all his status points, his unassigned status points are still there. So how he solves the predicament? Levels up once and now he can distribute everything. So he immediately gets like 5,000 to everything. Now, at this point, my disappointment is immeasurable. At this point, I was very disappointed in the show. Because I liked the premise of the protagonist being like real trouble because of a bad choice at the start and like having to basically start from behind from everyone else, but still rise to glory in the end. Would have been quite an interesting tale. That ain't happening. That issue is solved in 5 seconds. So now the story changed to this guy's really powerful, but he has a bunch of disadvantages. He wants to keep them secret. No one knows that he's really powerful because they all judged what he was like in his first 5 seconds of fighting. And they're like, okay, he's kind of weak. But the thing is, everyone is kind of nice to him. Everyone is trying to help him. It's like 2 girls and a dude. The dude is really Chad looking, and he is actually a bro. He is actually a bro. He wants the best for everyone. He is trying his hardest to be the hero. He gets a little bit ridiculous. One of the things he put as his special abilities is that he can basically turn into the OC he made for himself. He can turn into his like deviant art OC form, which is really, really funny because it looks awful on purpose. It's like, it's blonde, it has wings, it has like this weird like tattoo. It can only be activated when his anger reaches max level. It's just straight up. It's straight up fanfic. It's straight up fanfic character. So these groups of like really nice people, they're all kind of dumb, and the protagonist kind of is like the smartest one in the group actually, even though he fucked himself royally for no reason at the beginning of the story. And he's kind of like a secret superpowered badass who is watching over his other isekai friends. So yeah, that is the show. Is it amazing? Not really. Is it like super inspiring stuff? Nah. It's cute though. It's cute though. If you like, you don't have much to watch, it's definitely something you can watch without like hating yourself for watching. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's not incredible, but it's not bad. It's not bad either. It has a few jokes that work well and some like really don't. Bit of a mixed bag there, but it's fine. It's fine show. It's a fine show. There's the really hyped show that I'm not entirely sure I'll be able to watch. That's the trash show, essentially. It's a kid who have trash-related powers and gets thrown into the garbage because in the world they live in, you get thrown into the trash if you're found guilty of something like murder. But like they completely got framed by like a mysterious person. It's completely unknown yet why someone would want to frame him. There are like a lot of mysteries in that show. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Unfortunately, like I said, there are only 2 episodes out yet, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay, so we need a jump. Man, that is a good one. That is a good question. What kind of jump do I do? Well, technically this is an assassin character. I am not entirely sure what kind of jumping animation would fit. Let me think. Maybe we could do one where he looks up. The thing with the jump in the string avatars, right? Is this. The animation plays out once sometimes. If you hold the animation plays out once. And stops while you're in midair. Kind of like this. But if you let it go, it loops eternally. So it is kind of weird. Now I'm thinking. We could do like a very spastic kind of jumping. Kind of like a Mega Man. Let me take a look. Actually, let me take a look. Jump sprite. Few different examples that I can think of. Yeah, one thing that I could do is... Yeah, I could do a Super Mario jump, but that would be really weird. Like, wow! You know? But I don't think so. Let's see, I think I should keep it simple. I mean, he does have like an assassin look. So maybe we could like do... something like... Okay, so let me try something. First off, let's take the arms out. I can figure out what I want to do with them proper. For the legs. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, the main issue with the jump, again, is that it's gonna loop eternally. So I can't like do a picking up momentum to jump. Otherwise, he's gonna start jumping midair and it's gonna look so weird. I am just gonna have to improvise a little bit. take this off. There we go. This. Kind of like this. Let me these. Like this, like this. Can just be and yeah. Okay. I'm feeling with this pose. I'm feeling this pose. I am. Because it does serve a double purpose. It works best if it both looks like it's a jumping pose and if it looks like it's the pose that you would do when you're being picked up. Right? So I do think this works. I do think we want this to be a bit flipped to the side. I want to make it ambiguous, right? To look like it's both falling and coming up at the same time. And I think this works. Like this, it works. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that one works. That one works. There we go. There we go. Have you guys ever seen the remix for the song? The Hidain remix? It's actually pretty good. It is actually pretty good. Came from a very weird channel that did a lot of old video game remixes. They did a lot of Mega Man ones, but the Mega Man ones were kind of weird because basically the punchline was, haha, Mega Man Robot Masters were all gay for Mega Man. That's the joke. The remixes were kind of bopping though, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Lyrics-wise, it's a product of the old internet, to say the least. To put it mildly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a little bit too teeny. Alright, okay. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. God. But I am so glad I managed to finish that game. Thank God I finished it Suikoden with the true ending. The bad ending haunted me for so long. It haunted me. Was such a sad story. I kinda like the bad ending though. Like, there was a lot of anime in the early 2000s that had these cripplingly depressive endings. And some of them really stuck in my mind, and I was like, oh, this is actually a masterpiece. Then I rewatched them and I realized that actually they kinda suck. And the only reason I remember them is because they had the crippling, depressing ending. To the point where it was a bit of a cop-out to just make a incredibly depressing ending. And be like, our anime is deep, guys! And it's kind of like, nah, you didn't earn that. You really didn't earn your sad ending. And the anime that pops to my mind the most when it comes to like not earning their sad ending is the Ragnarok Online, the animation. Now, some of you may have been there. We did like a watch party of it, and it was a god-awful show. Just terrible. I don't think anyone who was into Ragnarok actually enjoyed it when it came out. People try to like it, of course, because it's like, my god, it's it's the MMO that I'm sinking so much time into. Come to life as anime. I love anime. This is the joint point between things that I really like. How can it be bad? And it was. And it was terrible. It was terrible. And also, it had a strangely tragic ending. It had a strangely tragic ending. And it comes out of left field. Like, completely out of left field. It is one of those things that is actually kind of funny. It is actually kind of funny. It's meant to be sad, but it's actually kind of funny. They come up with like the weirdest BS ever. Out of the blue. Out of the blue. Like, one of the characters is like a moody assassin that is quiet 90% of the time. His tragic backstory is that he used to be friends with the main bad guy. the main bad guy died because he asked his friend to take the noobs to safety, essentially. And he did. And then the guy got captured by the monsters he was trying to fend off to save the noobs. And he got tortured. And because he got tortured, he became evil. And because he became evil, he blames his friend for the torture he went through. More than the person who tortured them themselves, which is okay. Cool. Glad you're coping in a healthy way. Thanks, but no thanks. But anyways. So at one point that assassin gets an injury? Question mark? He gets injured. And because he gets injured, he can't fight the way he wants anymore. But he still needs to survive to achieve his goal. So he has to use poison skills instead of his usual beat the crap out of people skills. And it's really tragic because poison skills are ugly to watch. And they're needlessly cruel, but because his form, he doesn't have the resilience, I guess, to fight normally, he has to resort to that. And like, that's supposed to be tragic, which, by the way, as someone who was actually a poison assassin back in the day, I resent that portrayal so deeply. Because the anime was like, yeah, the poison skill tree, that's for sickles. And I'm like, hey! Hey! Who are you calling a sickle? Hey! Just a minute there. Also, from like a marketing standpoint, calling some of your player base out for their skill tree choices is a very bold marketing choice, I'll say that much. Because let's be real, that anime was just like one huge advertisement for the MMO. Which was also counterproductive considering everyone suffered in their adventures there. So like, that anime was a mess. That anime was just a mess. I'm not sure what they were trying to do. I'm not sure they knew what they were trying to do. It was a mess. Well, it was such a big mess that if you watched it through the end, there would be an ending screen that said that you are awesome for watching it through the end. I have it saved on my Discord. That's what that thing is. It is very confusing. It is very confusing. A very confusing piece of media that is. And so, in the end, the assassin sacrifices himself. But his Sid lives on because one of the female cast that was into him is implied to have had sex with him, even though this show is like extremely kiddie throughout most of its run. And it's like implied that she is pregnant with his child. And the story ends with her like holding over her belly and being like, a part of you still lives within me. I'm like, god damn it. God damn it. You know, that part was accurate. That part was accurate. Like, the game really did have a lot of people who were just ERPing non-stop, right? So I guess the anime got that one part right. But yeah, it was sheer what the fuckery. It was sheer what the fuckery. The only way it could have been more accurate, Super Fudge, was if like the child grew up in 3 days and could speak fluent Mandarin or something. Because you know ERP babies, they grow... ERP babies, they grow up so fast, like 3 to 5 days tops. Whenever you get a plot... By the way, this is how you know that you have a plot that started in an ERP room. If, for any reason whatsoever, the character's son grows up in like 5 minutes, right? It's like, oh, and he is super special, so he became an adult in like 5 years. That's because that's an ERP baby. That's an ERP baby right there. That right there is an ERP baby. I'm sorry, I am calling out Guilty Gear for that. Saying Kisuke is an ERP baby. I'm sorry, it's true. You follow the same logic. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Anyway. I kind of like... That actually reminds me. I did watch the... Last season there was a BlazBlue anime. Not BlazBlue. Guilty Gear. God, I wish there was a BlazBlue anime. Tao Kaka animated would have been too good. I don't think we're ready to see Tao Kaka in full animation. I don't think the world is ready. To be fair, I don't think the world was ready for the return of Panty and Socking. Thank God it's here anyways. Tekken anime? There is a Tekken anime, isn't there? But it's like OVA. What was with this lecture today, by the way? There's a Darkstalkers anime too, that's an OVA. It is very disjointed. A lot of, like, I did like the Guilty Gear anime one. But if you don't play Guilty Gear, if you don't know the plot of Guilty Gear, you will be so lost. You will be so lost, because that anime kinda... The anime does explain things, but it explains in a very JoJo way, where a narrator just go, and this is this and this and this, got it? And the audience, obviously being hearing this for like the first time in their lives, goes, no? And the author is like, okay, moving on. I do feel that if I didn't know the lore already, it would have been extremely hard for me to follow. I paused a lot of it and explained it to Momochi what was that and what was that, because like she knows a little bit. From like absorbing it passively due to being on the internet, but there really like isn't much in actually getting new people into the franchise in there. It is absolutely just fan service for the fans. And honestly, that's not even a bad thing. That's not even a bad thing. That's not really a bad thing, I don't think. Fan service is good, though not the kind of fan service I was talking about. Though the girls in Guilty Gear are very cute. They're very cute and badass. So that's always good. And part of the reason that anime was released was because it was like a backstory for a new character they were going to release in the game. So like she came with so much fanfare, she got like a prequel anime introduction. Let me see. Yeah, I think the main issue here is that Rei has very short hair. It makes it a little bit harder to make like a flapping wind effect. It kind of works, but I am a little bit unsure. If it doesn't like slightly looks like his hair is trying to fly. Yeah, the reason he's falling, his hair is trying to fly. I think it might be too spastic. If there was like a jumping up and jumping down animation, this would work for the jumping down. No, I think we're gonna keep the jump at 1 frame. I think it will work better. It will work better. I wish I could like make it jump up and down, but like I said, it doesn't work that well with string avatars. And at the end of the day, I gotta do these based on what I can do. On what I can do. My limitations. Hold up, I wanna test something. We need to make a slipping animation. And I know that these boys do be kinda sexual. So I was thinking, what if I made like them laying down in like a sort of sexy pose? And I have the perfect pose for it. Hold up. Let me find it. Where is it? I was thinking of something along these lines. You know what I mean? You know that kind of pose? I was thinking of something like that. It would probably work pretty well. Well, anyways. Let me grab this one. Ah, thank you for the pet. Hold up. Whoa, we still have that. Whoa, wrong place. Sorry. Let me get that. The auto padding isn't working properly for some reason, so here's a manual one. Thank you. Yay. So now let's tilt the head slightly. Tilting the head slightly in pixel art is either extremely easy or extremely hard. There are no in-betweens. It is always related to how you do the sprite. Yes, this is Persona music. I love Persona. I love Persona a lot. Persona 4 is one of my absolute favorites. I really like 5 too. Very good cast. Let me do a little something here. Your faction, your faction, your faction. This usually would be the area where I would absolutely try my damnedest to just find a way to recycle the sprite, but I think this time around I think I turned it here into a beetle. Let me think. I'm gonna delete one and I'm gonna put this one here instead. There we go. That way I have good access to the details. There we go. That's where one goes here. This. I think this one might be too high. And like this. This is kind of looking like an eggplant and it's really funny. Gonna have to trust the process on this one. I'm gonna have to trust the process so hard on this one. Oof. It's like, good God. I had to pick a super tricky pose, didn't I? Of course I did. I do this to myself, dare I say, on purpose most of the time. Consequences of my own actions, consequences of my own actions. Don't worry though. I'll be real, I kinda do that on purpose to keep myself on my always on my toes. It's like, oh, this commission, might be going too well. Let's make something hard on purpose. Let's make something harder happen. See, we're already getting an actual shape. We're already getting an actual shape. So now there's another way I could do this arm. If I am to commit to the bit, you need to be like this. And then instead of the arm here, we can put the arm over here. So he looks like he's being drawn like one of your French girls. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? That face when my own worst enemy. It's fine, it's fine. Ultimately, I do these things because I believe in myself. When you make a sandwich and he wants a bite. Hi Mamachi, what do you think? Isn't this a sexy pose? See, Mamachi agrees it's amazing. So this is supposed to be the sleeping pose, so I guess I should actually close the eyes, right? I'll be real, it would be so funny if Skyheart, the person who commissioned me, walked in the stream right now. Be like, so I decided to experiment. I think she's gonna like it though. I think she's gonna like that. Alright, I think we got enough. And new layer. Yeah, this is fine. Merge them. I think I want to do the animation first. Hold up. The animation is gonna be a simple but sweet type of animation where the head will drop a little bit. And the arms get a little bit more relaxed as the head drops. This. Then the shoulders drop a little bit together with the head because it's relaxing. It's exhaling the air, so it's relaxing. Right. And then we can relax the arms a little bit further here. So kind of like this. Of course, you know, the opposite of that, much less frenetic. But you get the idea. Then here it starts back up. frame. Like teeth. There we go. Frame. Frame. Kind of like that. I think for this one, I'm actually gonna move this a little bit. There we go. Hey Rose, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. I'm sleepy and annoying at fighting my double-clicking mouse. Oh no! Mouse not wanting to respond to you is pretty bad. I'm making a sleepy animation. This is the... This is my draft so far. I need to add like more, maybe I need to add like a little bit more frames in between. Make it slower. Oh, that actually works. That actually works. It's pretty like slowly falling asleep and then getting back up. Like now, do I wanna animate the legs? Also, I can't wait for breakfast. Ooh, got something yummy. Got something yummy in store for today. Nothing extra yummy, just the leftover rice and stuff. Ah, I see, I see, I see, I see. Rice is nice, rice is nice. Gotta get your carbs. Even though everyone makes a villain out of them, carbs are important. Without them, your brain doesn't function too well, and that is not good. Yeah, no, I think that works. I think that works. Alright, time to add the details. Just a few details here and there, nothing too much. Okay, so first things first, the color, I think we're gonna just do the lower part. It is very much... You think like this? I think up to here is fine. Technically, we can distort a little bit to sell the effect here. Yeah. I think we can sell this effect fine. Maybe... like this. And I think the better would like cool like this. Mhm. Actually, would be more like this, right? Because it would be like folded in, kinda, with the position. Or even could be almost completely covered up now that I think about it. The more that I think about it. Let's see. Let's see. Hey cutie kitty, how are you doing? Is everything okay? How are you? See here. Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be better if we cover this up, actually. Actually, this works better covered up. Yeah. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So we make this buff here. You know, absolutely would be like this perspective. Theoretically, right? Because it's a jacket. Would be a little bit like this, perhaps? Perhaps. Yeah. I could cry right now and just install my new motherboard for a while now, and well, since I'm here, it's proof that it worked. Nice! Good job, good job! Oh god, this sort of stuff, it sucks. It sucks when it doesn't work out. I'm really happy for you, Kitty Kitty. New motherboard, huh? Upgrading your PC to the next level? Nice, nice. We had to buy one recently for Momochi. Sichan was getting fried out with the old one. Well, first time there's gotten a power budget issue, which I solved it, but I haven't got around to install them be back. Ah. Power budget, you say? Can you elaborate on that? I think we've been getting something similar to that. Or do you mean just like paying the electric bill as power budget? Because that can be an issue too. That can be an issue of its own. But yeah, I haven't upgraded to MB yet, to my MB yet. No, okay. I see, I see. I am drawing a pixelated snoozing pretty boy. Pretty man. Hold up, I think I had enough padding. Here, Ninjalings, you can have some padding. There you go, just go towards the end. And you can get padded too. Just walk towards the huge hand, there is nothing to be afraid of. Trials and Secrets of Mana and Trials of Mana. Those games were fun. Those games were fun. It's funny. I never owned a Super Nintendo. But when I was little, emulation was in an even grayer area than it currently is. So you could just find a site with emulators and rooms like anywhere on the internet. Anywhere and everywhere. It was everywhere. You couldn't sneeze without finding an emulator site, and you were wondering how did you find an emulator site by sneezing. It was that rampant. It was that rampant. Honestly though, good times. Good times. I never had a Super Nintendo. So that gave me the opportunity to experience games from that console after the console had pretty much already ran its course. Was very good. It was very good. Up to this day, if like there is a game that I played back then and they make a remake, I make it like a personal thing that I should try to buy the remake whenever. Just like as a thank you for the freeloading kind of situation, you know? Power budget refers to the amount of power your supply can put out. For example, a gold rating 8000 power supply can supply about... Ah... I see. Huh. Interesting. No, it makes sense. I understand. Thank you. For the explanation. Hold up. Gonna have to do something that's very painful to me. Okay. Right. There we go. In this particular case, it works way better if I leave the front very straight and puff it out at the end. There you go. I think like this is better. It's easier to show what I'm trying to get across. Okay, so if I think of this kind of like some like shoulder pads, right? Which they kind of are. For being honest, they kind of are like shoulder pads. Then it would come across like this. They would come across like this. Yeah. There we go, there we go. Good, 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 good. So over here, we got this belt situation here to take care of. Like this. Okay, this is the belt. And do like this. There we go. Okay. We have two belts, really? Let me see. Yeah, kind of. We kind of do. We kind of do have two belts. Interesting. Interesting. So over here is pretty easy. Hey, this one. There we go. Okay, this one looks a little bit better like this. You know, if I had an anime company, I have the perfect slogan for it. It would be putting the fan in fan service. What do you guys think? Isn't that like a killer slogan? It rhymes and everything. I mean, it doesn't really rhyme, but you know, it almost rhymes and everything. And that's what counts. Almost rhyming. Probably. It still says a killer slogan. Ding, 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 ding. There we go. Now for the final layer. There's like a place where the code should be. I think it's around here. Then it falls to the side, kind of like this. Kind of like that. And the code over here goes to like this part, so here's where the ring is. And there you go! There you go. Now I just need to transfer the animation from here to here. So this area here is completely the same. And just cut paste to this area here. This area here changes slightly. I can try to do something about this. Sliding off. This area here almost the same, but falling down. So we can do this. Sorry. Look at this area here. Let's see. You know, though, that is extremely on the edge where I want it to be. That is fine. You know, this is fine. There we go. This is working. Sometimes you really just gotta trust in the process. No memes actually do. I made a mistake here. Okay, that is fine. That is absolutely fine. I was thinking that it felt like that side was a little bit too empty, you know what I mean? Yeah. Perfect.